Hellos, welcomes back everyone, and Wolf here with even more Star Wars The Old Republic, playing as Isaac Clarke, our Republic Trooper. And where we last left off, we were doing the Alderaanian bonus mission series, but we are now going to go into the Act 2 storyline. The Republic has discovered that the Imperials are creating a superweapon known as the Gauntlet. Havoc Squad has been selected to lead an assault to destroy this weapon before it goes into mass production. But to do so, we require another couple of personnel to fill out Havoc Squad. And so we are heading to the worlds of both Balmorra and the world of Hoth, I believe, for our final 2 recruits. So, let's get ourselves underway. Once we arrive at Balmorra, General Garza will let us know more about this individual we are meant to recruit. Oh. Using the holo terminal. We need to actually fly to Balmorra first. Ugh, you can tell I've just woken up. So, the world of Balmorra. Once an independent corporate and manufacturing world, Balmorra was defended by the Republic and conquered by the Empire during the Great War. Now the corporations have mostly fled. Local collaborators have been rewarded with positions in the Empire's puppet government, and an entrenched resistance opposes Imperial rule. After a prolonged absence, the Republic has returned to Balmorra to aid the resistance movement. Droid factories and industrial waste sites have become battlegrounds, and the Imperial military is responding with a build-up of its own. Indeed, Balmorra is a world where a lot of the armaments were created for the Republic despite it being an independent world. And unfortunately, yeah, it's been forced to recognize Imperial governance. As a player of the Empire, after your time on... I'm trying to remember now. Oh wow, my mind went blank for a moment. After your time on Droman Cass, the equivalent of Coruscant for an Imperial player, Balmorra is the next world you would visit, where you would be helping the Empire tighten its grip on the planet and dealing with the Resistance, who are being backed by Republic forces, independent Republic forces, unsanctioned missions, shall we say. And this is of course while a Republic player would be on the world of Taris. The situation now that time has passed has flipped, and now Republic players are heading to Balmorra to aid the Resistance, while players of the Empire are going to undo a lot of the efforts we achieved on Taris. But let's get ourselves underway.
Captain, I understand you've reached Balmorra. Let's get straight to it, shall we? Imperial forces conquered the planet during the First War, but a Balmorran resistance movement has fought the occupation to this day. Republic support for the resistance has been inconsistent over the years, but now our forces are pushing to drive the Empire off Balmorra for good.
What brought on this sudden commitment?
We are at the brink of all-out war. Balmorra's industry is a strategic resource and cannot be allowed to remain in Imperial hands. Your primary objective, of course, is the recruitment of Havoc Squad's new explosives expert. His name is Tano Vic. Vic is a Weequay and a natural at demolitions work, but he also has a history of insubordination and collateral damage. Keep him on a short leash.
What good is this guy if he can't follow orders?
You're an experienced officer. You can keep him in line. To be clear, Vic's infractions were not minor, and they led to his dishonorable discharge over a year ago. He is, however, the most skilled demolitionist on record, and Havoc Squad needs the best.
I'll give the guy a shot at least.
He is the only available explosive expert anywhere close to Havoc standards. Vic is currently fighting as a mercenary for the Balmorra Resistance. His supervisor is a resistance leader named Arden. Meet with Arden, learn where Vic is stationed, and pull him out as quickly as possible. Contact me again when you've done so. Garza out.
So we're going to recruit someone who has already been dishonorably discharged due to his skills in explosives. I don't like the sound of that, but that is the General's orders, of course. Is everything set up how we like it? I believe so. Okay, let's get ourselves underway, shall we?
You'll be pleased to know I remain the most advanced steward droid in the galaxy. If that ever changes, I shall recommend a replacement.
Now, unlike a player of the Empire, we do not have a dedicated spaceport to land at here on Balmorra as a player of the Republic. We have to dock with an orbital station and take a shuttle down to the planet's surface. Now, who will we take with us? Come on, Jorgen.
Understood.
Ready.
We'll switch out our combat gear. So we're looking to locate this mercenary aiding the resistance. Oh, it looks like we have the start of the world missions as well here. Hello, Lieutenant.
Lieutenant Hollis, sir. We have a situation. We're trying to break an Imperial occupation on Balmorra, but the Republic's got no ground, no resources, and right now, no chance.
Whoever said you had a future in recruiting lied.
I've been given permission to speak frankly, and frankly, we're desperate, sir. Balmorran factories produce the most powerful weapons in the galaxy. Possess them, win any war you want. The Republic must retake Balmorra, but we need reinforcements.
Is Balmorra a complete war zone?
We've managed to make a beachhead in a place called Bugtown that the Empire overlooked. Commander Maydean requested all reinforcements see him at Republic headquarters. Can he expect you?
If Balmorra's as important as you say, I don't mind being drafted.
Believe me, I hope my recruiting career ends with you. I'll inform the commander. You'd better get on board. Good luck.
Okay. We'll see what the situation is down on the planet's surface. And yeah, we're heading down to a region known as Bugtown. So we'll have a look at that codex entry in just a moment. I don't believe there is a PvP instance, since, of course, we aren't going to encounter Imperial players here at this time. Of course, we have the region of Bugtown, at Farnell Outpost, which we're making use as a Republic command center. But we can zoom out here, and here is the entirety of the explorable area of Balmorra. As a player of the Empire, you would be docking at the spaceport of Sobrik City and heading out to do your quests and missions from there. For a Republic player, we're going to have to make our way from the Marcoran Plains and then working eastward through the Gorinth Canyon and finally to the Sundari Flatlands. So what do we know of where we've ended up? The region known as Bugtown. Once a genetic research facility known as Lab 352, this complex became known as Bugtown after the collocoids, mutated insects used as experimental bioweapons, were released from the facility by Imperial saboteurs. The collocoids took over the area surrounding the laboratory and began to infest the rest of the planet. Republic forces have managed to retake the old laboratory, clearing out the collocoids and establishing a forward outpost. While much of the collocoid infestation remains, the population has been contained by the Imperial and Republic fighting. For now, the Republic can keep its unorthodox base. And of course, similar to the Helix, there are various hives that we can see kind of protruding around the planet's surface. Various mounds and such. Looks like we do have... Oh! We have a quest which is part of a couple of flashpoints. We may look at that in the future. Before we get ourselves over to Farnell Outpost, it looks like that's the way we're going for both of our quests. We are gonna just get down here. And just head along the lake or river here. There is an NPC, a vendor, who has an item we're gonna need to retrieve.
You see anything you like? Just let me know.
Now, yeah, we have the Lost Code Cylinder. It was discovered by this junk dealer within Bugtown. They're typically used to unlock secure chests. We'll grab that.
Come back anytime.
Thank you. We'll require that code cylinder to retrieve one of the datacrons here in Bugtown. Oh! We somehow ended up in an exhaustion zone. I think over here we're not really meant to be in that area. Let's have a look. Yep. Not meant to be over there.
Looks like you stepped in something.
Colicoid nest. All the places to land on Balmorra. We picked the bug swamp.
You should have seen it before we cleared the hives out. Eggs and slime everywhere. If the bugs are keeping the Empire from finding us, I'm happy to share some space.
Speak for yourself. I think I swallowed some egg.
Hello, Sergeant.
Te bisa kakuka pe mewata. Kukatichoski nawi kuchusi yomata chi popota.
Is that some kind of native animal?
Faguta chi oto endia. Maguli chi wanta hompa, mulira wata wampa. Wasta micha kolkuka dumaji, taus hagwa upa.
I'd be happy to volunteer.
Wagmula to bota tuane wangi wabda yaktuka loka.
This is our base of operations. How can we retake this world if we're worrying about colicoids overrunning it?
Wama oto chakoga hutapawa to bampaula. Chapuko otongisa chobod ikafu anchawa.
Okay. So we need to thin out some of the colicoid population, otherwise our base may end up overrun. So we've been suggested to deal with 4 colicoid patriarchs and some of the colicoid stingers as well.
You're going down.
Okay, we've got to try out our tactical layer, of course, which we picked up after our time on the Alderaan bonus missions, where we can use our sanguinary shot followed by bushwhack and point blank shot to spread AoE damage. Oh, we have a staged bonus mission as well. Yeah, as we've mentioned, the colicoids are threatening to overrun the Republic's beachhead here in Bugtown. If their numbers are not thinned out, their presence could endanger the Republic's entire operation. Okay, and there's a stage 1 bonus mission complete already. Stage 2 is to destroy some of the colicoid eggs that we may locate, like this one right here. Now, will destroying the eggs upset some of the colicoids? Yes, yes it will. See if we can find another egg somewhere. Oh, one next to this colicoid stinger, which is an elite enemy. Come on.
You're done.
Right, looks like the colicoids can reduce our armor and also apply a bleeding effect. Okay. So with those 2 eggs destroyed, we have our next objective as part of the bonus mission to destroy 3 of the nests. You can call in Republic airstrikes to collapse the nests. They are dotted around Bugtown. Okay, that's the Colocoids we were meant to deal with, but we still have 2 more nests to destroy at least. Oh, you're getting stuck on some of the terrain.
Target neutralized.
And let's go collapse the final nest. But while we are along here... Ah, it's on the other side of the bridge. Very well. Okay, that's a stage 3 bonus mission complete. We must now enter the Colocoid Queen's nest and defeat the Queen there in order to end the Colocoid infestation within Bugtown once and for all. And the nest is right at the back of Bugtown itself. So, yeah, we have a space chest here. We can use that code cylinder we retrieved from the junk dealer. Unfortunately, we are no longer able to access this datachron. Now, there may be a datachron in here. I think. Could be mistaken. There might be another nest later on. There's a few nests on the Colicoids. But within one of them is another datachron you can retrieve. Gonna wait for the elevator to come back. So we have the Colicoid Queen right here. We actually have a large security chest. No, this one... Oh no, the datachron, yeah. That's the datachron in the distance there. And we did have an entry gained on the Colicoids themselves. We'll have a look at that entry, as we will be encountering plenty of Colicoids. Now, how do we access the datachron? The datachron is right there. Uh-oh. I'm searching to see if I can find an entrance somewhere. How to reach this datachron? It looks like... That would be... I'm seeing if there's a path somewhere. It looks like we could almost jump up there, but that's not the way to do it. I may need to remind myself of how to do this one. Having a quick look behind the nests here. Oh, hello. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, a collapsed wall. Here we are. The maintenance tunnels. Our persistence actually paid off. Unfortunately, once again, we are no longer able to access this datacron, but I believe that is the 2 datacrons here in Bugtown. How many datacrons are there on Balmorra? There are 5. And we've just encountered the blue and green datacrons, of course. The other 3 we'll discover over time. I will have to look into whether or not there's a matrix shard on this world. Just missed it.
I need to talk to you. In private.
Yeah, Jogan's probably not happy that we passed him over for promotion. Oh, that's right, we have the entry on the Colocoids, don't we? The fact that the Balmorran government, or at least some of their research divisions, had them in labs here, makes me wonder what they were up to.
Chicos ba ini godai ji liska janagawa.
Wama oto chako ga hutapawa to bampaula.
You are very welcome, Sergeant. And level 76. We might as well activate another experience booster. Right, so... Colocoids. What do we know about Colocoids? They are a highly intelligent and voracious insectoid race. Colocoids are relatively isolated in the galaxy, but they are dedicated to droid design and advanced technology, which has put them at the cutting edge of scientific research. Colocoids are not aggressive, strictly speaking, but they have little regard for other species, despite their robust mercantile operations. To Colocoids, the technology trade is a useful means to an end, but a mildly distasteful one. Dedicated also to the improvement of their own species, a group of colicoids calling themselves the Creation Nest aided the establishment of an experimental facility for mutating their own kind in Balmorra's so-called Bugtown. They found that their mutated cousins were able to metabolize toxic waste on the planet and made excellent, if unpredictable, weapons. The colicoid emissaries were not deterred when Bugtown was overrun, hoping to continue to perfect the experiments in the future, albeit without the Balmorrans' aid. Yes, okay. Looks like some colicoids, i.e. Nest, aided the Balmorran government for their experiments so that they could perfect their own species. I'm sure some of the heroic missions involving the colicoids may further some of our understanding of the colicoids and what was done to them here on Balmorra. Of course, here we do have our heroic mission terminal. We also have, similar to our time on Taris, another companion customization vendor.
Here's what I got. Look quick if you want.
So, I believe this vendor may offer some additional looks for some of our companions.
Bring your creds back anytime.
Oh, we have a specialty goods vendor here.
El Balos Enulek.
Ah, so this is the armor set we'll likely be able to put together during our time here. What does the trooper armor look like? Fairly straightforward, but in Havoc Squad colors.
A creative temp.
We have a cantina here. Do we have? Yes, we do.
So strange, isn't it? The way your past can completely shape the way you see a world like this one.
Paxton's getting very philosophical in his alcoholism. Okay, it looks like we have the Resistance Commander here. And of course, Commander Medine of the Republic Forces.
Havoc Squad. I won't ask what you're doing on Balmorra. I'm just glad you're able to help. I'm Commander Medine. We both know why you're here, so I'll lay out the details. The Empire's taking control of Balmorra's satellite defense system. It's only a matter of time before they find Bugtown and blast us out of this swamp.
That's one powerful satellite.
The satellites detect enemies, and orbiting turbo lasers blast them apart. The Empire's got us cornered. As long as they have that satellite system, they're going to keep Balmorra. But if we could get control of the satellite system, we could turn it on the Empire and even the score.
The satellite system must have a weakness.
All we know is that it's well protected. My scouts and SIS agents can't even get close. My best agent managed to gather some intel, but he never made it back. His ship was shot down. I need someone to enter Imperial territory, find Agent Jago's downed ship, and recover the intel.
Sounds like a great way to get myself killed.
We've been using a small Balmorran-controlled shuttle pad to transport our scouts. You'll get there in one piece. Use this decryptor to verify the intel's contents. Then contact me through the comm station at the shuttle pad.
I can make some advanced strikes if you think it'll help.
Try to keep quiet. The longer it takes the Empire to catch on, the better our chances. I'll wait for your comm call. Good luck up there.
Okay, so we're not really going to be spending a great deal of time now in Bugtown. The Resistance Chief may have something for us here, but what's more likely is we're going to be heading straight out to the Morcaran Plains. Tell you what we'll do is take a small break here, and when we come back, we will likely aid Commander Medine in maybe taking control of the defense satellite system, or at least take it out of Imperial hands, before we look into continuing with the storyline while here on Balmorra. At least, that's the way I think we should do it. Either way, as I say, we'll take a break. Thank you all for joining me once again with even more Star Wars The Old Republic. As always, feel free to leave a comment if you so wish, and hopefully I'll see you for even more next time. Until then, no, take care. Bye-bye now.